Hello, hello, hello. Last time out we claimed a house in the spawn village and we put a fish farm in it. We rode and defended the first ever happy ghast on truly bedrock history. We mined some diamonds and we created an iron farm and a trading hall. And this time we're going to make friends with an unlikely roommate. Well, I say friends, we'll find out. We're going to trade with some villagers, we're going to fight a dragon, and I'm going to open my first shop. At least I hope we're going to do all of those things because I've recorded this voiceover before I've actually recorded the footage. So let's get on and do it, I guess. I'm Plod and this is Truly Bedrock Season 7, Episode 2, and last time we discovered that my bed from this house had been viciously stolen because there's an iron farm up on the hill and it was interfering with it. So I need to find another place to sleep because I can't sleep in there, but there is, I hear, a hotel that has opened over in that direction, and hotels have beds, right? Oh hey look, it's Alien.
Hi there, Plod.
Hi. How are you?
The murderer and... Well, actually, I don't know if you murdered.
No murder was involved.
But the stealer of happy ghasts.
I'll have you know that Felony is alive and well and very, very safe. Do I understand that there has been some ghast murder going on? How many are you on?
No. Just maybe one, but I replaced it. It's fine. Don't worry about it. So we are the custodians of the very first happy ghast on the server, and he's very, very well. He's alive. Yeah, I would also like you to know that Felony is not called Felony and is actually called
Chonky.
Something with chonks and chunks, okay? And it's a felony that you stole him. So, yeah, I would like him back at some point.
I wasn't involved in the stealing. I just reared him. I'm just the adoptive parent.
Likely story.
We still don't know if it's a he or she, by the way. We haven't worked that out yet. Do you know how to find that out with the ghast?
Well, no, I do not.
No, there's just all sorts of dangly bits going on down there, and I don't know.
Yeah, there's a lot of dangly bits, and I don't think they mean anything. What brings you to this area?
Well, my house is up there on the hill, and apparently it's quite close to Zloy's iron farm shop thing, and so he's stolen my bed because it was interfering, so I don't have anywhere to sleep. But I've heard there's a hotel, so I thought I might try it out.
Well, I just happened to be checking into the hotel as well.
Oh, okay. Is that the entrance down there? I thought it was up there. That's okay.
I mean, on account of I can see JC through the door, yes, I believe this is the entrance.
In this door. Yeah.
Hello.
Oh, hello.
It's copper. You can open it without the button. It was an iron door, but Jen couldn't get in. Yeah.
Fancy seeing you here.
Yes, in my hotel. Yes. Hello. Are you looking for rooms?
Yeah, I think I was here first. Yeah.
I think I was
Excuse
first.
me, what you get your weapons out for? There's no weapons in here. No fighting.
I was here first. I'm just scrolling through. I was here first.
No fighting. I'm gonna put rules. You guys, seriously, I've already had 2 people in here arguing. I'm gonna put rules up on the walls, I think. Okay.
No,
well, let me show you around.
Ooh, good. I like a tour.
Yeah, we've got.
Yeah, and I like a tour more.
Both of the rooms. Oh my goodness! I will separate you. Both the rooms on the ground floor are completely empty. There's no one taken any beds, but as you can see, there are bunk beds and there's storage enough for everybody.
Yeah.
Will you be sharing?
I hope not.
With him?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't share with thieves.
I'm not a thief.
Okay.
Yeah, you stole Chonky Chunk or Chunky
I
Chunk.
have nothing to do with it.
Oh, is this? Oh, that's still going down, is it? Okay. I saw nothing. I was a bystander. This is a 4-person bedroom. You know, if you've got some friends you want to bring along and have a sleepover. Oh my goodness.
Very nice, and I like the colour. I have to say, this carpet and the bed sheet is very nice. Very nice.
I didn't think of it.
I do quite like blue. It's my favourite colour.
Good, you should.
Let's see, something you can agree on.
I mean, I wasn't going to say that last season with the orange shop and stuff.
Okay, and then there's more rooms upstairs. Jade's been here. Jade's in here.
I think that's the wrong colour.
There's been some colour changes in here.
Yeah, no, I feel like she needs to be fined for this. Surely this is like damaging the property of the hotel.
Damage, replace.
They are nice.
I was trying to think of a potato to tomato thing. Tomato. Wow. Don't look in room 3. That's we've got squatters in there. Don't leave that open.
Oh,
Claude, why would you go in there?
Don't leave the gate.
What are you doing? JC specifically said to not go in there and to not leave it open. Jeez, I can't believe you'd go in there, Plod.
Lots of windows in this room, a nice view of the surrounding countryside. And this is the last room available because Gio and I have already taken the tower room, but I can show it to you anyway.
The tower room? That sounds exciting.
Yeah, we took the tower room.
Well,
Again, some lovely blue carpet.
Got lost. How have I got lost?
It's up the ladder. Here.
Oh, okay.
Well, I didn't get lost. And I didn't lose any happy gas on day 1. Ooh.
Neither did I.
And here's your prize, a torch, for being so bright.
Oh, that's a good view, isn't it?
Right?
Wow. Ow. He punched me.
Well, I'll do. I don't care. That's between you two. You're grown-ups. This isn't a school.
He punched me. JC.
Yeah, what happens if people break the rules? What's the deal there?
They are evicted, I guess.
Ah, okay.
Or I collect heads, maybe. I don't know.
That could be arranged.
Well, I've got plenty of those.
So what I'm going to do, I'm going to give you your key cards. Here's your key card, and here's your key
Thank
card.
you.
If you choose a bed, just put Did you pick up? Oh, you did.
Yep, I've got mine. Yep.
Just place your key card in there, and then it can stay there, just to say that that's how you claim one of the beds in the room.
Ah, nice.
I'm claiming this one because I'm lazy and don't want to go up the stairs.
That's fine. I like that room. It's got the picture of Dennis in there.
Yeah.
Hey. Well, in that case, I'm claiming this one too.
What?
Someone needs to keep an eye on
He
him.
can't do that. This is my JC. He claimed my room.
Well, there's 2 beds in there, so I mean, it's the beds that are claimed.
But what happens if one bed gets too warm and I want to switch to the other bed?
Ew.
Then you'll have to sleep on the floor,
Yes.
maybe, or outside.
Well,
No fighting.
I have a donation, and I don't see Plod with a donation.
Yes,
Yeah,
that's the price
rates?
for the rooms. Just a donation of something you think that I might not have yet, or something useful. Just, because I spent a lot of time making this and haven't had much time to explore and gather things for myself.
I've got a lovely flame and infinity bow here. Would you like that?
I would, but I also have a flame and infinity bow.
Oh,
But
okay.
Well, I
could
have
use
a
a
much
spare
better
one.
gift.
What's your gift?
But I left it in my ender chest, which I don't have on me. So be right back.
And I don't have it in the chest. Sorry.
I might give this to Aileen. Do you want to have a quick look at it?
I do want to have a quick look at it.
There we go. Flame and infinity, like I said.
And Curse of Vanishing.
Don't tell him that. Do you want a bow, Alien? I'll give you a bow.
I'm always down for free gifts.
There you go.
Wow,
It'll
Curse
last
of
you
Vanishing. Wow. Well, I have a much better gift for you.
Do you?
Yeah, it has got a lot of uses. Very, very helpful. All season long.
I'm
A
excited.
singular shulker shell.
Just one.
Yes.
What could I do with one?
I don't know. You could make some nice, decoration. So is mine better than Plod's?
I'm not saying anything. If anything, Zloy's is my favourite so far.
Ooh, what's like
well, Zloy's not here, so...
Third bundle. Third slot.
Nice. Well,
Why is it named Sumter's Island?
Yet. Would you like?
I don't actually.
They're genuinely useful. There you are.
Yay! Thank you. I got it.
You got it. Great.
Yeah.
But I'm going to double up. I'm going to give 2 donations because I'm kind and generous. So there you go. Here's my very first pick of the season. I'll put that in there as well.
Well, okay. I'm so kind of generous that I gave 2 baked potatoes.
I'm going to eat them now. Are they still warm?
Yep, freshly baked actually.
Oh, wonderful, thanks.
Cool. I'm going to claim a bed. Which bed's mine? Go on, top bunk.
Go and enjoy your
I want
rooms.
the top bunk.
I'm on top bunk.
I want the top bunk.
They're fighting! Keep the noise down!
So now at least I do have a bed to sleep in when I am over in this area. Ignore the fact there's a bed over there. That's not part of the story. And I've got other progress to report on as well. So let me look where I'm going so I can actually show you the thing. There it is. So down here I've made a big tunnel thing that goes all the way down to diamond level at -54. And I've mined all the way along there, all the way to my industrial district at the other end. And that means I've managed to get plenty of diamonds. And not only have I managed to get plenty of diamonds, but I've been able to use those diamonds to buy my first elytra and rockets. So now I can fly. So let's fly over to the industrial area.
Ow.
Okay, and the iron farm and trading hall is coming along really well. Let me show you what's going on in here. The iron farm's been functioning for quite a while. You saw that in the last episode. But we've got plenty of villagers in here. We've been breeding up some extra ones, so not all of these are going to be part of the trading hall. I've got some other uses for some of them a little bit later on. But the ones that are part of the trading hall, well, we've got pretty much all the trades that I want unlocked. I do need to level some of these guys up a little bit more in order to get all the things that I want. I've already got full diamond gear that I've been buying off of the armourers over there. But one thing I do want to do is to get these guys' prices down, because some of these are quite steep. So I do want to zombify them and then cure them. And for that I'm going to need lots of golden apples. And I'm also going to need lots of arrows of weakness on this guy, which means leveling him up as well. I've been trading with these farmers here in order to get plenty of apples. Oh no, not you. You give me apples? Yeah, that one gives me apples. And on a live stream I went to a mesa and got plenty of gold ore, which I am gradually smelting down to get gold, to turn those apples into golden apples. Yeah, I need a lot of gold for these things. It's a very expensive recipe. 8 gold and 1 apple. I've got 13 golden apples so far, and I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing until I've got enough to cure all of the villagers that are in there. And then obviously we need to zombify them before we do that. Now these ones in the boat here, to be honest, they're spare villagers. I don't really need them. So I'm going to, well, dispose of them. It's completely humane. They'll be fine. I've got 27 villagers in here, and with that final golden apple, I've now got 27 golden apples, which is just the right amount, and plenty of arrows of weakness. So I guess we're ready to cure these guys, but first we need to turn them into zombies. But one thing I want to do before that is to actually... Oh, by the way, I didn't choose the name. That was chosen by my stream chat. But I haven't locked in the trades of all of these guys yet, and the ones that I haven't locked in, I actually want to change who they are. So that mason is locked in, but this butcher over here and these 2 librarians over here, I want to change them into clerics. And for that, I'm going to need some brewing stands. So I'm going to head over to the shopping district to see if anyone is selling blaze rods. And in order to get there, I would normally fly, but I've been busy doing something else, so let me show you what I've been up to. This little unassuming looking ordinary villager house holds a secret, and that secret is So way down here. Whoops! That could have been bad. So it leads me down here to the diamond level, and yeah, I do have a boat here, and I have been, I've mined this out too wide now, and I've been turning it into an ice boat path, as you can see. So I have been turning both sides into ice, but I haven't got quite enough ice to get all the way along, but it still works. I just need to get in the right angle and just stay close to that wall for the first bit. Whoops, not like that. So this is my quick way to get to my main base from my industrial area without using any rockets. And I will of course be replacing the ladders with bubble elevators and drop chutes and things in due course. But here we are back at my main area, and the shopping district is just over there. So I'm still going to fly this bit. And we have 2 shopping areas on the server this year. We have this one up on top, and the rules around this one are that the currency... Oh, the signs have been blanked. There we go, the currency is gold. So everything in this shopping area you have to buy using gold. But we also have an underground secret shopping area down here for people that don't like that rule. And all the way down here in this cave, there's a bunch of little secret shops where the currency is diamonds. And somewhat stupidly, I didn't bring either of them with me, so I need to go back to my other area to get some gold and some diamonds. But of course, there's no point doing that unless somebody is actually selling blaze rods, and I don't think anybody is. But the moon is rising, so let's go to bed in my room here in the hotel. I might have changed that. So I guess I've got a choice between going to the Nether and fighting some blazes, or going to some villages and nicking their brewing stands. Have you seen the Nether in this series of Truly Bedrock? It's nasty. So now all 3 of these guys are clerics, that one, and that one over there, as well as our original cleric over here. And also on a live stream, I caught this zombie over here. So he is persistent because he's holding a block, and he's sitting here in this boat. He's also got a helmet on, so that he will actually, I could take this roof off because he'll be perfectly fine in the daylight. And I've also taken the walls that I had around the base away so that we can break through and give him access to the villagers. So what I've done is I've just dug out a very little simple trench all the way around, so you should be able to get to all of the villagers around the outside of our trading hall, except for these ones. Let's sort these ones out. He'll need to get a bit closer to those. So let's get him to do his thing. We'll get him out of here. If I just destroy the boat, he'll come after me, but he should hopefully get distracted by the villagers. Come on, you. Well, he seems to need a bit of encouragement to actually do his thing. He is very slowly doing it. He's not very villager hungry right now. Well, he doesn't seem to be doing too well at all with zombifying these guys. We've got these 2 done over here, but the rest of them, he's just kind of standing and looking at them. Even though they're reasonably close to him, he should be able to do stuff with them. So I'm instead going to try a new plan and trying to get him on the inside of the farm so he can access all of them from in there. So let's do that, give him a way to get up here, and here he goes. And inside the farm he's doing a great job, look at him go. Looks like he's decided to have a rest now though, and taken the place of one of the other villagers who's now doing his job for him, or he's trying to. We just need to give him a little helping hand because the villagers are standing as far away from them as they can. So we're just going to use a bit of water to push them where we want them to be. Thank you for your service, you're no longer required. And the same for you. And the same for you. So now it's a very simple job. I've swapped my actual bow and arrows into there, and I've made a new ordinary bow. Got my arrows of weakness here and my golden apples there. And it's just a case of shoot and feed. And a few minutes later, most of my villagers are villagers again. There's just a few more left to heal up. What will happen is they will link to the workstations in the order that they are healed, so they won't necessarily link to the workstation they were previously linked with. So I will have to go through and relink all of those. But already, if we have a little look, we've got quite some substantial reductions on some of the things that we can buy and trade with them. And of course I also need to rebuild the outside of the farm. And maybe we'll go deep slate bricks all the way around the bottom this time. So with that all done, the iron farm is producing again, as you can see. But the best thing about this whole thing is that all of the books from my librarians are now just 1 emerald each. Mending for 1 emerald, efficiency 4 for 1 emerald, silk touch for 1 emerald, all of it. Well, even though I've got the prices on here of what they used to be, they are all now 1 emerald each. And that means I can finally finish upgrading all of my gear. I've got a few little enchantments on my diamond gear, but they're not fully enchanted by any stretch. Same with my tools, and I'm going to get them all sorted out. Now I would quite like to get Smite 5 on my sword, and I've only got a Smite 1 sword, and I don't have a Smite Villager. Or, well, I don't have a Smite Librarian, I should say. But of course, my sword prices are now all the way down to 1 emerald each too. So this guy will now sell me my Smite 1 sword for 1 emerald apiece. I can just buy a whole load of loads and combine them to get Smite 5 and put the other enchantments on. So a little while later, and I've got everything I want. So let me just go through what I've got in my hotbar here. I've got my fully enchanted sword with Smite 5, Unbreaking 3, Looting 3 and Mending. My bow that I already had with Flame Punch 1, Unbreaking 3, Power 4 and Infinity. Yeah, I know it's Power 4, it's fine. I've got Unbreaking and Mending on everything. All of my tools have got Efficiency 5 on. I've got a Fortune 3 pickaxe and a Silk Touch pickaxe, a Fortune 3 axe, and I probably will get a Silk Touch one as well at some point. And at the moment a Silk Touch shovel, and I might get a Fortune one as well at some point. So there's a couple more tools I could get, but they're more nice to haves than things I actually need. Armor wise, Protection 4, Unbreaking 3 and Mending on everything. Well, obviously not protection on the Elytra. And I've got Feather Falling 4 on my boots as well. I might get Respiration on my helmet at some point. I might get Swift Sneak on my trousers at some point. But, you know, those are again nice to have. They're not essentials. But I've got everything I want to really get going. And talking about getting on with things, let's just recap what I said in the introduction. We've got our roommate that we talked about. We've traded with our villagers. That's 2 things that we've done that we said we were going to do. I also mentioned a dragon fight, and I did do the dragon fight. I did it on a live stream, but I completely forgot to record any footage for this video. So if you want to see the live stream, I'll put a link to it somewhere. Go and have a watch. I mean, it's just a dragon fight. It was okay, but well, I didn't do it as well as I could. I died a few times. I should be better than that. But the point is, it's done, and that just leaves me with one more thing I said in the introduction that I was going to do, and that's to make a shop. And the reason I want a shop is not so much to make money, although that would really help. It's mainly because I've got so much stuff from my AFK fishing farm here, even though I haven't actually been here for a while. I've got all of these saddles and puffer fish and fish. I mean, with fish I can trade with my villagers, but even so, I've got a lot of it. I've got a lot of stuff in here as well, including a whole load of weird enchanted books, which I don't really need anymore. Well, that Smite would have been useful earlier. Fishing rods, bows, that kind of thing. In fact, there's some actually really useful things in here. But I'm going to sell all of that in a fishing shop. And because it's mainly saddles, I've got so many saddles, and saddles I think are going to be popular with the happy ghasts and so on, because I think you need saddles for them in order to make the harnesses and stuff. And I thought it would be a nice little challenge to actually make a saddle shaped shop. So that's what I'm going to try and do. I'm going to try and make it look like a floating saddle, and because it's to do with fishing, I will call it the Saddle and Paddle. Good name, right? And because saddles are kind of orangey coloured in Minecraft, I figured the best material to make my saddle shop out of would be something like kind of acacia and orange terracotta and, well, I wonder where I could get any of that from. Oh look! So I've grabbed a whole load of materials by destroying my village, and well, there they all are. And of course the next thing I need to do is pick a location, and the shopping area is gradually spreading this way. So that's the iron farm, as was my starter house as such is just the other side of it. So there's a bit of space around here, so somewhere around here looks good. We've got a path coming along here, a new shop going in there, which obviously I don't want to disturb, so I could go in next door to it. But I'm thinking I want to go towards this area because that's actually my base area just over there, just kind of where, not where those trees are, but a bit further this way. So it'd be quite good to have the shop in view of my base area and vice versa. And it looks like there's a planned path coming along this way. So I think I'm going to, in fact there's path blocks everywhere. So I'm not actually sure where all these path blocks are going and what they signify. I don't think they're marking out a shop. There's no sign saying they're marking anything out. So I think I'm going to go somewhere around this area. Maybe if we extend that path out this way and I bring my shop over to this bit here. That seems like a good view. It's a good place for a shop. I'm going to do that. There we are. So here's my path, and I now know that the path blocks that I was seeing, these kind of dotted ones around the area, they're just hiding light sources underneath them, so that's fine. They're not kind of reserved for anything else. So my shop's going to go roughly here, and what I'm intending to do is just bring the path maybe around this way a little bit so that it opens up that area down there as well. This whole island, I believe, is all part of the shopping area. I'm not quite sure what's going on down there, but yeah, let's just bring that path round and then I'll get started on the shop. There we are. So something like that should be okay, and I will convert this path to the deep slate to match what we've got going on over there at some point. But for now, I'm just kind of setting out the area, and I've put in this rectangle, which is just going to be the beginning of my shop. As I say, I want it to be saddle shaped, and that's going to be quite tricky, but I'm going to start there. I'm starting with a rectangle, and then I'm going to kind of go, let me get it the right way around. It needs to go up that way and down that way to be like a horse saddle shape. The other thing about the typical saddle shape is it's not a square, it's not an oblong when you look at it on top, it's not a rectangle even, it's an oval. So if you're familiar with Pringles, they're saddle shapes, they're proper saddle shapes. So from the top it looks like an oval, and from the side, from the short side it looks like an arch going one way, and from the long side it looks like an arch going the other way, dipping down. And that's what we need to make. Very roughly we're looking at something roughly that shape. If I kind of circle around it, you can kind of see what's going on. So dipping down on the long side, going up on the short side. I will be using slabs, stairs and possibly mini blocks to make the curves a bit curvier, but I'm just trying to get the overall shape in first. So that's my guideline. I think it's going to be easier to do the outside than the inside, so I'm going to do that first. What I want to do is, as I said, instead of this being a straight line, I want to bring it out a little bit. So maybe to there. So that will be kind of in line with that. Maybe it's as simple as just that. So when it goes out a block, it also goes down a block. Does that work? I think it does. I think that's not too bad. And with quite a few more blocks placed, I think that is the shape of my saddle with the stairs and slabs and so on in place. So, I mean, it's saddle shaped. I think it kind of works. Obviously, it's Minecraft. It's always going to be a little bit blocky. I haven't put any mini blocks on it yet, so that might give us a little bit extra to play with to make it look just a little bit more, I don't know, saddly, but I think it kind of does the job. Obviously it's floating right now and we can't leave it like that. We need to attach it to the ground with something, and it's all the same texture right now too, which I need to swap up. So I kind of replaced, obviously not all of the solid blocks because it would look a bit silly if I did all of them, but as many of the solid blocks as reasonably possible without making it look too silly. And, well, at least you can see there's an attempt at texturing there. It does break it up ever so slightly. Maybe not as much as we'd probably like, but there's texturing. That's the main thing. There's at least an attempt at it. Since I'm calling it the saddle and paddle, I guess I should make a paddle to go with my saddle. And something like that is probably the best I can do. Unfortunately, there's no way to make the actual paddle bit, the oar bit, symmetrical because, well, there just isn't. My paddle is buried into the ground down there, so that doesn't really need any extra support, but the saddle definitely needs to be standing on something, otherwise it's just floating. There we are, a bit of deep slate wool just to hold it up, seems to be doing the trick. Doesn't seem to be floating or going anywhere or falling down now. It's going to need a decent floor. I don't want my customers having to get their feet wet on all this grass. And there we go, it is all done. So I've got my oar, well, my saddle and my paddle. I've got to call it a paddle, not an oar, otherwise it doesn't rhyme. I've got my saddle and my paddle, and I've got my chests, and I've got my prices. So everything in these chests I'm going to sell for 1 gold ingot. Everything in here will be 5 gold ingots per stack, and everything over here will be a gold block, or 9 ingots. The chests are all empty right now, but I will be putting some stuff in there, and that's my shop done. It might look a little bit janky, but as long as it sells stuff, I'm happy. And that's pretty much it for this episode. Next time, I'm hoping to get back over to my main base over there behind me. When I say get back to it, I want to actually get started on it. We're going to finally actually reveal my base plans, and I'm going to actually get started on building it, and I can't wait. I'll see you then. Bye.
Hello.
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 They're
What's
arguing.
going on? They're what are they trying to decide what rooms they want?
They've decided they're sharing a room, even
Uh-oh.
though they're not happy with each other at the moment.
Yeah, he stole our happy ghast.
He keeps snoring.
He left his dirty underwear out.
He keeps making loads of noise.
JC, Plod's not giving me better bows.
Oh my gosh, we're surrounded by children.
Next time you come to me going, JC, I'm not listening, and I'm going to, I don't know what I'm going to do, Alien, but I'm starting to get annoying.
Behave!
Mrs. B. Plod's doing something.
Mrs. B.